Ali, take a listen to me try to say a famous saying.
There was so much drama, and the job Warburton's done.
Yeah.
I mean, let's give him some credit.
Well, look, you know, kick a dead man, you know, but... Do you know what? I'm sounding fresher these days. What was I trying to say, Ali?
By the way, with you, Alan, nobody knows.
The talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yes, it's time for the Clips of the Week, and I will kick us off this afternoon, Andy, and we start with Faker Others on the Saturday talkSPORT quiz.
Right, okay, Sam, you are our last caller.
Right.
This is Sam, the Liverpool fan, whose brother Dan is a Man U fan.
Beautiful bit of poetry. It was lovely, wasn't it? Beautifully done.
It was. This is the Moose reminiscing, and we sense that, like me, he's not a massive tennis fan.
The two that actually stick with me actually are probably non-sporting for weird reasons. The first was I was at Wimbledon when Pete Sampras broke the record.
Yeah, non-sporting, of course, Andy. He does, he does agree with you. Pete Sampras at Wimbledon, non-sporting in the eyes of the Moose.
Of course.
So let's get the weather now with Ross Powell.
talkSPORT weather.
With QuickFit. Find your nearest centre at quickfit.com.
We're looking at a Drunny and Si afternoon.
Drunny and Si. Coincidentally, the name of two breakfast show DJs in Brisbane.
Yeah, they're terrific, aren't they?
34 degrees out there. Drunny,
how you doing, Si?
It's one of those, isn't it? Good old
I think we
Drunny
get a job
and
as
Si.
Drunny and Si.
I think we could, yeah. Yeah, look.
It's newsreader Amelia Cox. And we're guessing that when she's on a plane, she has the fish rather than the chicken.
And Nando's is reopening a further 94 restaurants for takeaway and delivery this week. 54 branches will fire up their grills today.
Yeah, Amelia prefers the fish to the chicken when she's on a plane. Now, on Fisherman's Blues this week, it was a special because host Nigel Bolloway read the audio version of his autobiography, and it was really good.
Once upon a time, there was a boy who really liked fishing and loved dogs. It was me. The end.
Yeah, admittedly, it could have been longer. I mean,
it's a bit short, isn't it?
It's not
going to make much of a film.
Money. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't buy the hardback, but I think all the essential information was in there you need to know about Nigel.
It's very true. Here's Georgie Bingham on Weekend Breakfast now, introducing a rugby guest.
Plenty going on in the world of rugby, and well, we're not playing sport, so let's find out from Alex Spink, the Mirror Rugby correspondent, what he thinks will happen when he looks into his into his golden, what is it called?
We've all done it. You paint yourself into a crystal ball. You're trying to come up with an alternative.
Ball, yeah, that's the one.
Then you go global, and then there's no way back. We've all been there, Georgie. Sam Manterface now talking German football.
Wolfsburg 0, Borussia Dortmund 1. Rafael Guerrero with the goal after 32 minutes as Borussia Dortmund look to go within a point of Bayern Munich.
Good old Bayern Music, yeah.
Good old Bayern Music.
People are still buying music, but from Spotify and things like that.
Very
good. It's not like going down the old record shop, is it, like we did when we were kids? Yeah.
Very different. And staying with records, and somebody who loves records, this is Danny Kelly, appearing to get his needle stuck.
Next, meanwhile, I'll tell you, then you'll hear no doubt about it in the news.
Just give it a little shove. Try not to scratch the album, but just give it a little shove. Also struggling this week was newsreader James Lure, who appeared to be auditioning for the return of The Fast Show.
MP Damien Collins and Sunderland co-owner Charlie Methven,
That's exactly.
I think James might get the gig. He may well get the gig.
This is Andy and Jason chatting on the Sports Bar.
Do you think there's any football fans out there that will be buzzing for the return of the football, but they'll just feel that it takes something away from the excitement?
I think there's going to be a lot of mixed motions.
I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of mixed motions. I
don't want to see that.
I don't want to see mixed motions anytime soon. About you, Andy. So this is Goffey now with one of the new things he spotted during lockdown.
I'm noticing things, especially about my older dog, who's getting on now. He's nearly 12. talks to you and communicates every single day. He's loud. He talks all day.
Nice, yeah. Is he like Prince from Nat's Life? Does he say sausages?
Oh, he does.
He does, yeah. Brilliant.
Yes, sausage singular there from Prince for some reason. He is a Scottish football expert.
He sounds like he's possessed by the devil, Prince, every time, doesn't he? It's like his head's spinning
really.
round. Anyway,
he's had a lot of publicity.
He has,
from
yeah.
his
Certainly on
agent.
this show from me.
It's Scottish football expert David Tanner, who's a lot posher than we thought.
He is, yeah.
And relegates Stranraer with a quarter of the season left. But the way that Hearts have gone about it so far has not been right, and they'll have to go back to the drawing room.
Oh, back to the drawing room. He's got his own drawing room, David. It's fantastic, isn't it? They all go back to the drawing room.
Not a lounge or anything like that.
This is Hugh Woolsencroft talking boxing.
Up next, Tyson versus Fury. Well, some say it's closer than you think.
I think it will be. I mean, if you've got a man repeatedly punching himself in his own face, he won't do it with the same ferocity that somebody else would, really. But Tyson versus Fury, yeah, what a winner
exactly. And back to Weekend Breakfast with Georgie alongside Tony Cascarino.
Absolutely bumper and bonkers second half last night in Hertha Berlin's game. We'll also talk about the San Siro possibly being raised.
Just lost Georgie there. We're going to go straight to a break.
Feel free to fill in. Feel free to fill in for a few seconds. Don't panic, Captain Mannering.
That's brilliant.
Straight to a break. The quickest break we've ever gone to ever. Fantastic. Anyway, back to Fisherman's Blues on talkSPORT 2 from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. every Sunday. And Nigel's guest Neville Fickling put us right off our breakfast, didn't he, Andy?
He did.
I've actually got the head of the whitethorn fish, and it's still in a bucket with the bleach in it to try and reduce the flesh down to nothing. But unfortunately, I suspect that it could fall apart.
I'm halfway through my sandwich and he's talking about a rotting fish head in a bucket of bleach with all the meats falling off it. It's just, I think I'd rather see that than mixed motions, though, wouldn't you, really?
Very much so, yeah.
It's a choice, isn't it? Should we put that as a Twitter poll? What would you rather see? Fish head in a bucket of bleach or mixed motions? 087, no, don't bother. We're only kidding.
Fish head will win it. Here's Goffey again with his thoughts on that Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance.
Sometimes selfish. But this is how these sportsmen tick, and it's good to see them, basically naked, isn't it?
That wasn't my main takeaway from the show, but I suppose it was just an added bonus, some of those locker room scenes.
They did have some good footage, you have to admit.
They certainly do. That series, fantastic. It's a Swanee whistle moment. Good job we haven't got it turned round in time. And is this me? I think it is, isn't it? Finally, yes. It is Alan Brazil and Ali McCoist saluting a very famous comedian.
Swam the length of Thames. And by the way, that is not easy either. So, well done, David. I can never get it right. Is it David Williams or David Williams? Oh, no.
David Williams.
David
Williams. Yeah. He used to work with that Nat Mucus, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
They were terrific together.
Is it Nat Mucus? Is it Matt? Yeah. So yes, David. He said he's been learning French, Alan, didn't he? He said earlier. Yes. So he has been. So that's probably why he's gone down the David route. And then Ali agrees. Yes, David Williams.
Do they have comedians in France?
David. So there we are. There's your clips of the week for another week. We should thank Lewis Gordon, Pat Angelo, Bob Rose, Alan Jenkins, Roger Durham, Bill and Ben. That one's made up clearly. Brendan Bradley, David Wharton, Maggie from the North, Marino Bertie, Roberta Jane Upton, and Bill Board.
Jamie, what common phrase is John Hartson trying to say here?
If you're in charge of Chelsea, would you give him a new contract?
Well, I think everybody has a time shelf.
Oh, this is not fair, this programme.
That's brilliant.
That's not fair. Oh, dear. Jamie, any idea?
Shelf life.
Shelf life, Sags?
Yes! Yes! It's a goal!
I need a pint.
Listen, play that again. I demand. I'm going to get Big Hearts on the phone.
This is
play
not
that
fair.
again.
Ed, have you got it again? Oh, Ed, sorry, John. Go on, Ed.
If you're in charge of Chelsea, would you give him a new contract?
Well, I think everybody has a time shelf.
That's magic.